Today in Illustrator, we're going to learn how to create some blends. In the first example, I want to use something from the symbols. And I'm going to click a fish right here. Now I want to make a second fish. And so I'm going to click my first fish over here and duplicate the symbol. So now I've got fish and I've got fish 3. Okay, so I can put my first fish here. Okay, so next I want to edit my new fish. With my selection tool, I'm going to double click. Now, I'm going to be editing the symbol. That's why I made a duplicate of the fish, because I don't want to overwrite the first one. I'm going to click OK. Now to make the change colors, I'm going to go to the Direct Select tool. I can go in and I can make my fish a different color. I can give him, okay, and then I can kind of go back out, and right here I can see it says fish 3. Alright, so here is my new fish, and it even says fish 3 there. So I'm going to put my original fish 1 over here. And on this one, I'm going to make this fish a little bit bigger as well. Now to do the blending, I just need to go to the blend tool. I can click my first fish and the second fish. Boom, there we have it. Okay, as you can see, I still have the blending tool on. After I've made the blend, I can double click on the blend tool, and the spacing I can do a smooth color transition, or I could do specified steps. So you have a lot of different choices, and it's just going to kind of depend on exactly what you want to do with your design. I can now go and I can kind of rearrange okay, and as you notice, I have 2 steps in between, but when I make it a longer distance, it's going to automatically blend the different number of fishes in there. We can also blend different objects from the symbols. Under flowers, I use 2 of the different flowers, the aster and the gerber. I can click the blend, click the first one, then the second, and as you can see, it automatically blends them. I can go back and double click, and I can adjust the number of specified steps. I can click the preview to get an idea of how this would do. We could also do that to a path. And we also could look at a smooth color. Here's an example on how to add some line shading on the left. They added the line segment tool. They created a copy. And then they created the blend tool. And here I believe they used a blend of about 60 steps. This particular file is in your folder if you were interested in trying this out on your own. And the second part I wanted to show you on blending is color shading. Okay, and this can make it look a lot more natural. Instead of just having very stiff shapes with 2 separate colors, you can highlight and add some shadows and blends together. In the Adobe Help X section, here's a good example of applying a blending between two different colors. And again, all you have to do on the left is click the blending tool and then select the items you want to blend. When you get ready to blend, as I mentioned, we can do a specific number of steps or a certain distance. And two other options we have. We can align to page, or we can align to a path. Okay, and here you can kind of see the difference. Here all of these are pointing upwards, where here they are kind of looking in different directions. For these examples, I'm maybe imagining birds on a wire, a type of photograph where you may want to have several different colors. You just don't want to take the time to go and do a different color transition on every one of those manually. You can also reverse the stacking order of a blended object. Object, blend, and you can reverse from front to back. So there's a short review on how you can use the blend tool several different ways. Finally, let me show you a couple other little tweaks that you can do. If you notice, I'm clicking on the last fish, and now I can make him a lot larger. And conversely, I can make him a lot smaller. Okay, so I can also go and click my curvature and go and kind of bend these around. Okay, so maybe I can press Escape or Control Z here. So maybe imagine some fish maybe kind of jumping out of the water. Or birds flying in the sky. And again, you can go and click the curvature tool and bend the path. So there's a lot of different things that you can do with the blend tool.